Leonard was my best friend.
Was he?
But we played all winter together, but we didn't talk all summer.
That's a great statement.
Well, that was just because he made me start last, no matter what happened.
And so, were there any rule books, or was it sort of within his discretion?
Leonard made his rules up as we went along.
Is that right? Around that third and fourth turn.
I'll tell you what, you didn't want to be in front of Tom Dill.
You win!
Dill would scare you. I mean, I was in the points most of the time, and Dill wasn't a lot of times, and he didn't care if he won or not. You know, if he can't win, he don't want to finish. He wanted to win. That's the only way.
Right.
And if you were in his way, look out.
When the
But he used to scare me. I was a little kid.
Mm-hmm.
I only weighed nothing. This guy was an animal. Then he'd come down to my shop and laugh and carry on, and here, I'm going to kill him. And he thought nothing of it. But
good.
It's unanimous. I can't believe it. It's the same story.
I used to start, you know, we used to qualify out and had the javelin and out to Conneaut. And I'd be on the pole, and Tom Dill be, well, you could pick. I'd take off the pole, and Tom Dill inside. And when you go by the flag at Conneaut, you get going pretty good. Mm-hmm. And Tom Dill on the inside of you, you knew you were over that bank. I mean, there's no way you had to let off, because he's going to put you right over the bank.
The race is over, and you're in the pits. It's a kind of a long 25, 50 lap, whatever, just guys that were more likely to jump out of the car and just sort of point fingers and just a little hot-headed.
Yeah, Floyd Finelli.
Your success in sportsman is unparalleled.
Yeah.
Why? What made your vehicle so unique?
I don't know. It was easy back then, it seemed like. But well, mine was lighter, without a doubt.
Mm-hmm.
When it first, I had the edge. I had Frank, and I had all I wanted to do was race then.
Mm-hmm.
And it was, I don't know, lucky.
At the same time, you're racing late models. So, I mean, not only the success of the sportsmen, but the success of the late models. Was that hard to just,
No.
from a driving perspective?
Well, back then, the little cars were faster than the big ones.
Mm-hmm.
'Cause we had races together, and sportsmen would outrun the big ones.
Did you have a preference?
Oh, I like the little ones, yeah.
Yeah.
I like open wheels, because you can see where you're putting them.
Right.
Yeah, open wheels, my favorite.
Who was the guy that was really running you?
Skip and McGurk, Stroker. Jay come in later, yeah.
Yeah.
Jay, he was good, but me and Jay got along real good. We never had a problem on the track.
Mm-hmm.
He's real fair,
Mm-hmm.
and he's my same age, maybe a year older.
Sorry.
But Jay made me pay attention. He come to the track with good stuff, balanced motors, and he had know-how, and he made me pay attention. Because I kind of had it made until he come there for years.
You at a point where you were making enough money to say you far exceeded your work?
Oh yeah, I lived on my race car for about 3 years.
Did you really?
Yeah. But they don't have retirement, you know.
That's funny.
And but I lived on it. But
Yeah.
I used to make $117 a night running a heat semi feature.
Was that right?
With the little car.
Yeah, just a little car. And we do that 3 nights a week. And when I went to work, I only brought home $39 a week. Well, I had a bad wreck.
Did you really?
Well, I didn't get my front roll bar padded, and
This would have been what year?
we didn't have seat belt. All we had is seat belts, you know.
Okay, right.
These were
No harnesses.
no harnesses, and we didn't have fire suits or nothing, you know, back there early. All I ever wore was a T-shirt, and my first helmet just had leather from the ears down, you know. Probably 63. My neck stretched out and hit the front roll bar, and Litz and Parmenter got together and they went in the infield. And it was so dusty, I never lifted. I was running second, and somehow they got back out on the track in front of me, and I hit them full bore and put a hole in my head there. And they had me dead, but I come out of it.
How long did it take for you to kind of get back in the saddle?
Well, I had Bob drive for me for 2 weeks, my little car. Because he's the only one I knew could take it to the front, because it was powerless. It didn't have no power. And I knew Bob could get it there.
At some point, you get back in there, in the car. Was there that first time you strap on the helmet?
Nah. When the flag drops, the bullshit stops. You know. It's all over.
Yeah.
You don't think of nothing except running. I mean, that's the way I was. But what was funny, way back when I started, you got paid that night. And so if you didn't wait around, especially them 100-lappers, they didn't know who won. I mean, you couldn't keep track of them. And you'd have to wait until I got home 4 or 5 in the morning. I had to be work at Sabania at 7. And but if you didn't wait, they kept sliding you back. Because the guy, well, the squeaky gear gets the grease, you know.
Right, sure.
If you were gone, and they didn't know, and it was hard to keep track of 87 cars, and half of them stop, go into pit, and then they come out later, and they let their wives score.
Yeah.
It said, Charlotte, his wife, he said, put me down for 98 laps, no matter what. So up in Erie, I won the race, and some guy rolled over, Lee and Lindstrom, but they stopped the race at 98 laps. Well, here I'd lapped Whitehead 6, 8 times. He gets second because his wife rode him down for 98 laps, and there was nobody else in 98 laps but me. I said, Whitehead, how did you do that? Well, he said, I told her to put me down for 98 laps, no matter what.
Great story.
Wow.
Yeah.
No, that happened.
Yeah.